Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon TCG Pocket video here on iStarly TV. Once again, today we have a brand new deck to feature, a deck that I kind of just made up and threw together because I thought it would be a lot of fun. I was waiting to open my second copy of Lickilicky EX because I really wanted to try it with Manaphy. And then a couple days ago, I was able to open it, and I was really excited. I think I got one of them from Wonder Pick, which was really exciting. I've had pretty decent luck with Wonder Pick, so I can't complain there. But this is a Manaphy Lickilicky EX deck. The goal here is to set up with Manaphy, put it at the lead spot, and then start using its move to start putting energy onto Lickilicky. So we can set up there, and then from there, Lickilicky can potentially do massive chunks of damage. But it always does at least 100 damage. So we always do at least 100. We always start there. And then I'm running this Lickitung. I know there's another one from the newer set that requires 3 energy and it always does 50 damage. Whereas this one is kind of like a Misty flip where you flip until you get tails. And this has potential to do massive damage as well. So it can be a little fun to try. Obviously, it's really luck based. So there might be situations where it does 0 damage. But we're doing this for fun, right? And then I decided to add in a couple Articuno EXs just to kind of have another Pokemon in the deck that can benefit from Manaphy. And with that, we are running 1 copy of Misty simply for the Articuno. I could run 2, but our deck is more focused on Lickilicky. And I could run Palkia EX as well if I wanted to, but I think Articuno's better. Like, it only needs 3 energy to start doing maximum damage, and with Palkia benefits more if you're playing Manaphy and Vaporeon, which we don't have room to play Vaporeon here. As far as trainers, nothing super crazy. We're running a potion, 2 Pokeballs, 2 capes, just to kind of keep our Pokemon alive early, 2 research, which is unsurprising, the 1/1 Sabrina and Cyrus split, and then a leaf because Lickitung and Articuno, I think, have somewhat high retreat costs. And then finally, we have 1 copy of Dawn to move energy from, because Lickilicky is so so energy intensive, we can move some excess energy from Articuno to Lickilicky. So that's the deck. I thought it would be a lot of fun to try out. I've run a couple test games with it. I had a couple games that didn't really go great because we kind of drew our Manaphy late. And then I did have a couple games that were also a lot of fun. So let's just kind of see how it does, and I'm excited. Here's our first game. Our opponent has no emblems. Wonder what that could mean. It's always kind of unsettling to see someone with no emblems. It's like, what are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not judging anyone who doesn't have emblems. All right, nice. We have a decent start here. We at least have Manaphy as the active Pokemon, which is always good. I'm not playing Communication in the deck, so I actually just think we're fine just playing a second Articuno on the bench. I don't think we really need to hold it. We are also playing against a water deck, which leads with Druddigon, which is on the one hand pretty scary, but also Manaphy does not attack. So we're kind of okay with this. Like, we're just going to both be staring at each other. And then we draw Pokeball, which is guaranteed to find... Actually, never mind. Oh my god, I was going to say it's guaranteed to find Lickitung at this point. But, of course, we have the second copy of Manaphy, which is, of course, the card that we draw. So there was a 66% chance, 66.666666 with a line over it, percent chance that we would find Lickitung there, and we found the 33.333333% Pokemon. All right, they put the Rocky Helmet. There's the Lickitung. There we go. All right, now we just need to find Lickilicky. But now we're just going to set up Manaphy, and like I said, this is a decent situation for us. Because my opponent, oops, I'm going to put it on the prettier Articuno. My opponent is not going to be attacking me, and we are also not going to be attacking them. So we're just going to be staring at each other. Unless they have something like Misty, we are going to be getting more value out of just setting up here. But they could go like Palkia on the bench and then Misty, and that could be really scary. I'm just going to go ahead and put the extra energy on that, and then let's go ahead and gift again and then put them on there. So now if we draw Lickilicky, we are ready to go. And my opponent only has Eevee on the bench. They still have not evolved it, so it's possible we just get to plow through them. But oh, they go for Communication. Okay, so they're gonna find something good here, pretty likely. Could be Palkia, could be Articuno, could be the Vaporeon that they're missing. So there's definitely a lot that could go well for my opponent here, but even if we don't find Lickilicky, all we need to do is go into Articuno and just start doing damage. I guess Lickilicky would be ideal. What else do we want here? Because the rough thing is Oh, okay, we'll take that. Okay, that's funny. So I guess my opponent saw the writing on the wall. There wasn't really even writing on the wall. Let's go ahead and talk about that game. So Articuno would not have killed Druddigon in one hit, and we would be taking 40 damage. I guess they didn't really have that much damage to do back to me. And then once we got Lickilicky going, we definitely would be far ahead of them. So at least that game we got a little lucky. You know, we got the start that we wanted. Really, with this deck, you always want to start with Manaphy. If you can, like, the perfect start is Manaphy in active, and then Articuno and Lickitung on the bench. And then if you ever find Lickilicky, you just, you know, do a lot of damage with Lickilicky. Obviously, the other cards that help set up Lickilicky are like Dialga EX, but I really prefer Manaphy just because it's a lot easier to set up. But anyways, we get the kind of W game 1, and the deck looked great there, so let's go to game 2. We've got a second opponent here. They do have emblems this time. Pretty cool emblems. And they like strong Pokemon, so I guess I should be scared. We're going second, which means if we find Manaphy and Lickitung, we're going to be in a good spot. We do find Manaphy, but instead of Lickitung, we find Articuno, which I'm perfectly fine with. Oops, I did not put it. Oops. I did not put the Articuno on the bench like I should have. It doesn't really make a difference. The scary thing here is that we are up against an enemy Manaphy. So we're both going to be loading up our bench with energy. If I can find Lickitung here, then we're going to be in a really good spot. Okay. No Lickitung. I guess I'll just go ahead and play this Manaphy. I don't think it really changes too much. And we don't need to put the cape on our Manaphy because we're not threatened with any damage from their Manaphy, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and set up the Articuno as much as possible, and then maybe, hopefully very soon, we can go into Articuno and blast through their Manaphy and kind of start getting the ball rolling with the Articuno Blizzard. They're actually playing Krabby. Really cool. Good to see some different things. If I'm being completely honest, I do not remember what Kingler does. I don't remember. Are we playing Giovanni in this deck? Because there's... Wow, they just have so many different water Pokemon. More power to them. If we draw Giovanni, we could just retreat. Okay, we don't. I was going to say we could retreat and then... I'm actually going to... Sabrina's not great here because they could just retreat into Manaphy. I'll save the Sabrina. I mean, we're gonna be able to do a lot of damage next turn. So, worst case scenario is they like evolve their entire bench, which is pretty unlikely. Okay, they have no more basics. That's good to know. So it looks like their deck is just Krabby, Psyduck, Froakie, and Manaphy. That's really crazy, but I love it. They're gonna Oceanic Gift. I mean, again, I don't remember what Kingler does, but I don't think it requires that much energy. We find the Pokeball, which is nice. Here's the awkward thing, though. We've already pretty much used our Manaphy. Like, yeah, this is kind of... I mean, we're definitely going to attack. I'm just going to start putting the energy on Lickilicky. And then Articuno is going to go ahead and be able to... I'm just going to Cape for what it's worth. And then I think I'm just going to Sabrina, because then we get to knock out something that's not Manaphy. Because all three of these Pokemon have potential value. Like, Psyduck and Kingler both can attack pretty soon. And then if we get this Froakie, that means that they're not going to have Greninja, which is great. All right. So, we're up. Currently, Articuno one-shots all of their remaining Pokemon, but of course, if they find one of the evolutions, then they're going to be okay. All right, they're going to go right back into Manaphy here, which... The potion doesn't matter. I guess they're trying to make it Cyrus-proof. A gift again. I think I'm going to Cyrus the Psyduck. Cyrus the Psyduck. Let's just go ahead and Pokeball just to get the last, or I guess we have 2 more Pokemon left. I'm just kind of clearing out my deck a little bit so that we're less likely to draw a Pokemon we don't need at this point. And I'm just going to go ahead and Cyrus the Psyduck just to knock that out because it has a lot of energy on it. And it also makes like a potential Golduck draw obsolete for them, which is nice. And now, I mean, you know, whatever they go into is dead unless they find that Kingler. And once again, I don't even remember what Kingler's HP is. So they might just straight up lose the game here. There's the Kingler. Okay, it does have pretty high HP. Okay, okay. So they need 2 heads. If they do 2 heads, if they get lucky and flip 2 heads, we are dead here, importantly. And we could lose this game. If we lose this game... Oh, there's 1 heads. Oh, thank God. Okay. It's still going to do 80, though, which is pretty high. That is going to knock us out next turn. But the nice thing is, if... Well, actually, this is still kind of scary. And we still did not find Lickilicky. Wow. Okay, we really desperately need to find Lickilicky here. Okay. I guess even if we don't find Lickilicky, we could still potentially win the game. We have a 50-50 chance of winning the game next turn. Pretty exciting game. I mean, hey, you know, it's Kingler, right? I wasn't expecting this, and if we lose this game... Okay, they concede. I mean, the game was not over. My opponent had admittedly a very small chance of winning, but they did have a chance of winning that game. All they needed to do was kill me right there. Like, they just need to flip... Actually, they don't even need to flip heads at that point. They knock out my Articuno, they get 2 points, I go into Licky Tongue, and then if I do not draw Lickilicky, then I have to flip a coin, and if I get the tails, then I lose the game. So, well, actually not guaranteed. There's a lot of situation there, but that's a funny one. We very well could have lost that game, even though we had a pretty high chance of winning, but very, very fun stuff. All right, so thank you very much for watching. That was a lot of fun. I think this deck is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't think it's great. I don't think it's like going to be a top tier deck at all because it does rely on a lot of things to go your way, but it's fun. I've had my eye on Lickilicky EX. I've really been wanting to try it, and I'm really happy that I finally got that second copy. So I'm going to be playing this deck a lot. Whenever I want to just kind of have fun with the game, I'm going to definitely pick up this deck. If you liked the video, please leave a like, please subscribe for more Pokemon TCG Pocket content, and of course, let me know in the comments what you think of the deck, if you have any suggestions to make it better, and what you have been playing as well. What do you like pairing your Lickilicky EX with? I'll see you next time.